This video does not address that sometimes prayers are not answered, perhaps as a test, a lesson to be learned, being foolish, or a lack of worthiness. Hello, today is April 30th, 2020, and the time is 1:21 p.m. A lot of people, atheists, Christians, and others, ask, why are prayers not answered? And why are evil things, wicked things allowed to be done in this world? I'm going to address the second question. They're kind of connected. A lot of people have to understand who has domain over this world and who wanted it. The enemy of the Most High has rule over this world, and this is by the desire of his creation, human beings. And as for why prayers are not answered, or the appearance that they're not answered, and I'm not going to complicate the uncomplicated. It's not a complicated thing to try to answer. And I've heard many people trying to rant on for an hour, trying to give answers to that. And half the time it's like, well, I don't know. As with the physical creation, there's a lot of complexity, and everything impacts everything. We look at how when do-gooder human beings try to intervene with nature, they end up causing a lot more harm than good. I've used the example of preventing forest fires, and then this builds up the fuel on the forest floors, so when a fire does happen, they're more intense. We see this with the introduction of a species of animal to control another species of animal, and then the one that's introduced takes over, and then there's another problem. We see this across the board with any time you try to do something, make things worse, rather than just let nature do what it does, because nature will balance itself out. And nature, I'm using in quotes, air quotes, being the programming of creation. So my point here is, when you do something here, it has a chain reaction. It affects other things. And that's what's called the butterfly effect. And for those who are not familiar with the butterfly effect is a butterfly flaps its wings on one part of the world and causes a hurricane on the other part because of the wind disturbance. And a lot of people waste a lot of time really delving into that philosophical topic. And philosophy just complicates the uncomplicated, and I address this in other videos. So if somebody has a prayer and it's not answered right away, or doesn't appear to be answered, or it's not answered how you want, it's because of what I'm making a reference to, the butterfly effect. It may very well be something good for you, but what's the ripple effect? What, for example, change in course in someone's life will take place that will impact everything else? Human beings can't even try to aid with one little topic without creating havoc. So imagine the thought that has to go into the impact that it will have on everyone. Not just the individual praying, but everyone around them, and everyone around them. Just like you drop a pebble into a pond and you have that ripple effect going out. That is what I'm talking about. So a lot of people get angry when their prayers are not answered, or answered right away, or how they want, or anything else. This is why. And that is selfishness. Why isn't my prayer being answered? And I've talked about this many videos back. People need to be praying for each other. People need to be looking out for each other. If you worry about, for example, your neighbor, and they're doing the same for you, no one stands alone. But through social conditioning, it's me, 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 me. So I just wanted to give you something to think about. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share.